Hi guys, Kemi Badenoch is currently less popular, according to some polling, than Keir Starmer. The Prime Minister and Labour are suffering badly due to a major backlash over issues like cuts to benefits, the winter fuel allowance, and a general pessimistic feeling at the moment. The leader of the opposition should be in a perfect position to take advantage of this opportunity, but instead Kemi Badenoch, the lady who's incapable of gaffes, demonstrates a complete lack of understanding and zero leadership. She appeared here on The Breakfast Show this week, where she was asked about the psychological crime drama Adolescence, and put her foot in her mouth. Before we get to Badenoch's response, I'll be covering some aspects of the show, and if you want to avoid spoilers, switch off now. So let's hear what the Tory who wants to be the next Prime Minister had to say.
Have you watched Adolescence yet?
No, I haven't. I probably won't. It's a film on Netflix, and most of my time right now is spent visiting the country.
It's a four-part series on Netflix, and everyone is talking about it. It is prompting conversations about toxic masculinity, smartphone use, young men feeling that they're being ignored, the idea of misogyny being increased in school. Why would you not want to know what people are talking about?
Well, I think that those are all important issues, and those were issues that I've been talking about for a long time.
Then why wouldn't you want to hear what people are talking about now? These are issues that I've been talking about. These are issues that are important. Then why wouldn't you spend a few hours watching something that is touching on those issues? I found Adolescence extremely important. It's a crime drama. It's not a documentary. But the issues it touches on are extremely important and extremely informative, because Kemi Badenoch is about the same age as me. She was born in 1980. So, like me, when she grew up as a teenager, we didn't have smartphones. We didn't have mobile phones. We didn't have the internet. That came along after. Social media, much later. So, the issues it touches on are important. It gives us an insight, a very small insight, but still an insight, into the stresses, the complexities of being a teenager today. It's not that it's a film, it's not a film, or it's not that it's a crime drama that's all that important. It's the issues that it touches on, the language being used. These are things that most people, millennials or older generations, don't understand. So I think that's why Adolescence is something that people should watch, to understand how people like Andrew Tate operate and the influence that he has. The complexities of being a teenager in an era of social media and smartphones. Kemi Badenoch has decided I don't want to be more informed. I'll get to in a moment why I think she has decided not to watch it.
But in the same way that I don't need to watch Casualty to know what's going on in the NHS, I don't...
Well, considering that the Tories ran the NHS into the ground, probably it was a good idea that you did not watch Casualty. But if you did watch it, perhaps you would have learnt a little bit from that as well. The problems that people face in A&E. God.
You need to watch a specific Netflix drama to understand what's going on. It's a fictional series. It is not a documentary. What I've been talking about recently...
Nobody has said that it's a documentary. Why is it? This lady wants to be the next Prime Minister. She's as dumb as Liz frigging Truss. It's not a documentary. Yes, nobody has claimed it to be a documentary. That's not what they're pointing to when they say that it's important to watch it. It's informative. It's about the issues that it touches on. Not that you... Oh my goodness. Like, she's critiquing it without actually watching it.
Recently, for instance, is banning smartphones in schools. I've been going to schools all around the country. I was in Evesham just yesterday, talking to head teachers, talking to the students, and they talk about the problems that phones are causing.
The difference this documentary has made compared to, say, a politician, any politician, leader of a party, the Prime Minister, going around talking in schools, is this has made much more of an impact than any politician has in terms of what people are talking about right now. So it's really confusing that you don't want to know why, how this has made an impact, how parents are now saying we need to know more about smartphone use.
I can read what people are saying about it.
So you've spent hours reading comments on social media than actually watching the show. It's like her first point was at the very beginning of this clip, well, look, I don't have time to watch stuff on TV. I'm visiting farmers who are protesting against something that not against Brexit. I was instrumental in making sure that Brexit got across the line, but I don't bring up the issue of Brexit when I meet the farmers. I'm going around the country convincing people to vote for the Conservatives and forget what we did in the past. I have time to do that, and I have time to read comments on social media about Adolescence, but I don't have the time to actually watch it myself. Now, I said at the beginning, I'm going to explain why I think Kemi Badenoch hasn't watched. Now, she may have watched it and she's just lying, but if she hasn't watched it, I think there are two reasons. One is because of the right-wing backlash, and she wants to tap into that right-wing backlash. Oh, I'm not going to watch it because it's tripe. And one aspect of the right-wing backlash is, of course, the fact that the protagonist or the main character is white. He's a white boy. And this really has upset people like Nigel Farage and the right wing. They would have preferred an Asian or ethnic minority background character. And second is because it's critical of the likes of Andrew Tate and these misogynistic influencers. They don't like that. So Kemi Badenoch doesn't want to criticize or be seen to criticize people like Andrew Tate or anyone like that. Maybe not. She will be critical of Andrew Tate by criticizing, oh, he's a bad guy, but she won't go into detail of why he's a bad guy, because she wants to tap into that voter bloc. The Conservatives want to criticize the poor. They want to criticize people on benefits. They don't want to criticize somebody who they would see as successful or somebody who they would see as sexist, racist, or whatever. So what the people society would view as terrible, the Tories love. The people society want to help, the disabled, the poor, immigrants, the Tories hate. So of course she's not going to watch a documentary that shines a critical eye, a negative eye on the people that she's trying to pander to. But at the same time, she wants to appear edgy. I'm not watching this because it's woke, or I'm not watching this because it's not providing the view that the right wing see as important. She's pathetic. There's an opportunity for her to say, look, I watched it, and this is my critical view of it. Then we could have a conversation. But she doesn't even want to have that conversation. She's too spineless. What is she doing with her time? Certainly not preparing for PMQs. Certainly not providing leadership for the Conservative Party. She's just a placeholder, waiting for somebody else to come along and try and lead the party into the next election. What is the point of Kemi Badenoch?